Namaskar, namaskar, namaskar. Namaskar, dear friends. It's 11 a.m. on 3rd of January, 2021. Here's wishing you all a very happy new year. We are meeting across many different platforms. We are meeting across Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Periscope. Priya Sundarani, how are you? Namaskar. And also Twitch. Today is a very, very special and a very different gathering. This live will save many lives. And today I'm going to be here for the next 15 minutes or maybe 20 minutes. Namaskar, Priya Sundarani. Namaskar, Naval, Rahul, Algumani. Namaskar, Tushar Patra. Deepika, namaskar. How are you? Wish you all a very happy new year. And this one is a very, very special one. Namaskar, Mahesh, Shashi, Faisal, Jitu, Nawaz, Nani. How are you? Namaskar. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Today is going to be a very, very special one, dear friends. Today we are going to, this live is going to be about saving lives. So I'm very happy. बहुत खुश हूं कि आप लोग सब यहाँ पर हैं. नमस्कार. बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आप सबका. प्रभाकर, मसूद, गगन, नीतू कुमार, सुरा, कैलाश माली, namaskar. Sumit Datta, namaskar. So on this Sunday morning at 11 a.m., we are meeting for something very, very special. This live is for saving lives. And I have with me a very special guest. And her name is Asha. She's a mother. And she's on a mission. And I came to know about her a few days back. And I said that that's a voice which needs to reach many people. And the best part is that each one of us, when we wish each other a happy new year, it's an opportunity for us to create happiness in many lives, just with an action of ours. So I take this opportunity to welcome Asha. Namaskar. Vanakkam. Swagatas.
Namaste. Yes. Thank
So
you.
good to
Thank
see
you
you.
very much. Yeah. And Happy New Year to everyone. Thanks
Yes.
for joining this call. Joining this live.
So as people are being welcomed, yes, thank you, Rafiq, thank you, Ramprasad, thank you, Nani, thank you, Abu. This is a special one, my friend. This happens to be my first live in the new year. All right. And as we step into this new year, I thought that we all wish each other a happy new year. We wish each other, as in not just speak it out, we wish happiness to so many people. कहते हैं ना, हैप्पी न्यू ईयर. हम लोगों तक खुशी पहुंचाना चाहते हैं, हैप्पीनेस पहुंचाना चाहते हैं. तो आज हम आशा के साथ कुछ बात करेंगे, आशा की बात करेंगे. We will talk of hope, we will talk of what does it need from us to spread happiness. So as I begin this conversation, Asha, I want you to tell us something about who you are and how you are here today.
Okay. Thank you, Ashish. Who am I? I am basically Asha, and I'm a mother to a 3-year, 4-month-old boy named Niti. He's our only son. And around his 3rd birthday in August of 2020, around that time, we stumbled on by accident. By accidentally, we have diagnosed that he has a very rare birth disorder. So one enzyme, specifically one specific enzyme in his body is not being generated at all. So this enzyme is basically a metabolite disorder in his body, and this enzyme is supposed to break down a specific large sugar molecule, and that is completely absent. So instead of breaking it down and eliminating from the body, it has started to accumulate in all parts of the body. So it gets stored in a very common cell structure called as lysosomes, which is present across all parts of our body. So his liver, spleen, kidney, intestine, under the skin, eyes, nose, you name the organ and it gets affected. So when he's born, he's just like any other normal kid, and as it keeps accumulating, he won't be reaching his milestones, but he will reach a plateau and he will perish right in front of our eyes. It's like you see a flower blossom, and by the time it starts to blossom and explore the world, you see it perish right in front of your eyes if we don't act upon it immediately. Fortunately, we have diagnosed it at 3 years of age, and we just have little bit of time to address this. And there is no medication for this, and the only way of addressing it is by you doing a blood stem cell transfusion. So I'm here trying to speak with everybody and raise awareness and request people to register as blood stem cell donors. Until my son got this, I was not aware of such a thing at all. So I'm sure there are many people like this who have no awareness on what it is, and in case they turn out to be a fully matched donor, they would be saving someone's life. You can spread happiness in their life.
Yeah,
So that's the request I want to place.
got it. So essentially what Asha is saying, she explained in detail. उन्होंने बहुत डिटेल में बताया कि कैसे a normal child, a child which is born like you and I, or the children that we know, but there's some disorder because of which something which has gone wrong
Yes.
genetically, which is impacting the ability of that person to live. Now, in all the detail that you explained, Asha, what struck me was that we typically, even in this crisis, we are waiting for some organization, some company to come up with an antidote. Right, with COVID we are
Mhm.
saying that companies are coming up with the vaccination and then lives will be saved. But when you shared this, one thing that I got is that each one of us listening to this conversation, we have within us a key which can
Right.
open up the lock of life, of possibility for someone in this world.
Very
And
true.
what Asha is sharing with us is how one swab from us, we just have to remove a swab and send it somewhere, how it can give life not just to that one child, but to so many people around.
Yes.
And just at this point, Asha, I would want us all to meet Nidhi once. All right. So, may I play it or will you play it, Divya? Please. Thanks. So, my colleague Divya will just play this video. Let's come to know. So, this is Asha speaking of Nidhi. And what touches me is that what she's introducing us to is something which can save, we don't even know how many other children in this world.
True.
And Asha, you took me through in great detail as to how it can be done. And you've also shared a wonderful video on how you and I, each one of us, can register online to make sure that something that we have, which we are creating each day, can actually save lives. So, In a world where we are saying that if only some company comes up and gives us a medicine for COVID, if only some company comes up and creates a medicine for this, that, and any disease, you and I are, we are creating things which can help others. And so, without wasting any further time, I want to share with you that video, which you will understand how simple it is for us to offer a part of us which we are not even using for someone else. Really, kind of, this is so simple, Asha, what you've shown, that each one of us is a potential lifesaver. Yeah.
Yes.
And,
Yes.
and can you just take us through what is done? How we need to register, just again in your words.
What I tell people is you don't need to wait in a line. You don't need
Okay.
to go to a lab. You don't need to go to a hospital or a clinic. So, just like the way you order food online, right? You just have to go and register online, and it's free of cost. You just need a valid postal address. You have to enter the address in proper English with a proper postal code, and the kit would be posted to you. Okay, it's a simple cover wherein it will have a consent form and a small kit which has like a long cotton bud kind of a thing. It is called as swab. Okay, so the end, which looks like a small cotton brush, has to be
Mm.
used inside of your upper cheek area where there is no saliva and food particles. So, what
Okay.
we are doing is a circular motion to collect the dead cells from the inside of your cheek. You just dry it, please don't touch the tip so that it gets contaminated. We don't want contaminated one. So, just do a circular motion, dry it, and put it in the cover, and then uh, whenever you go out, drop that return envelope into the red post box. That's it. That's the registration process. And your test is also done at your convenience in your house.
So what you're saying is that once that is sent back to the laboratory, then it is, yes, Rachna, we are not aware of it. And thanks to Asha, we are now aware of it. We are now aware that in such a simple way, we can reach out and save lives. And let's face it, my friends, all of us really want to do something for others. Basically, we all want to do something for others. And most of us find some reasons why we can't. And when I heard what Asha was doing, and there's so many things that are happening around us, so I said this is really something which is accessible to so many, and who knows who you can impact. And it adds up in life. I've always felt and experienced, Asha, that when I add something when I add something to life, which I do each day, then there is an addition to my life and the world. Any day, in any case, we are living each day. So in that one day, if we think that, we kind of think that, what can I get for myself? If we can just tweak it and say that, what can I give? And that give comes back. And really, this is an opportunity for all of us to connect with the source that is there in each one of us. We are a source of life for so many other people. Yeah, it is unbelievable. And I want to, at this point, just play quickly the video of the doctor who kind of shares from Vellore, who shares about. So it is for us to get that how the process is so simple. And just with us taking an initiative like this, we can save so many lives. Have a look at this video.
I do treat all hematological disorders like thalassemia, sickle cell disease. We do need stem cell donors for many of these diseases to do a transplantation. And the only way to do that is to have large registries, and by random chance it is possible that there would be an individual out there who is HLA identical to the donor. And that person can now be a donor for this patient and be a source of stem cells for a life-saving procedure. The donor then will be contacted by the registry to undergo a series of tests and evaluations to make sure that he is eligible and fit to donate. And then we usually give the donor an injection called a growth factor. And the objective of this injection, which is given either once a day or twice a day in some centers, is to move stem cells from his bone marrow into his peripheral blood. On the 5th day, usually we put the donor onto an apheresis machine. As you can see here with our donor, we've connected him to the machine. The machine takes out blood from one vein, circulates it within the machine, removes the stem cell component from the blood, which is a very small fraction, and returns all the other parts of the blood back to the patient. That's called a peripheral blood stem cell collection, and this procedure takes about 4 to 5 hours. This is a procedure that has been safely performed for more than 3 decades, and we have enough experience to know that there is absolutely no long-term safety concerns to the donor with actually donating stem cells, and huge benefits to a recipient where it could be a life-saving procedure.
So this is the part, we've seen long, yes, uh, yes, uh, yes, stem cell it is legal in India, right? Asha, there's a question. Maybe is stem cell thing legal in India? Is a question asked by Sudha Chakravarti.
Ms. Sudha, it is completely legal, and the only problem we have is zero awareness in our Indian population. Let's say my son was born in US or in London. This would be the same state for my son wherein we don't have a match for him. What I haven't yet shared is we already tried a blood stem cell transfusion for my son and it failed. We didn't have a match. We searched the entire world registry, all the countries who are registered as blood stem cell donors. We didn't have a match and we went ahead with his father as the 50% match. For some people it fails, for some patients it fails, and unfortunately it failed for my son. And we were in Apollo Chennai hospital for almost 1 month in a critical state, not knowing whether he would survive with 50% survival rate was what the doctor told after the transplantation failed. And it turned out to be a miracle that he survived. And then we realized that he rejected his father's stem cells. And we have to plan for another blood stem cell transfusion in mid of this year. And in case if we don't have a full match donor, the probability of failure is huge because he's just recovering from a failure and having another failure. We don't know how it's going to impact him. And this is the last transfusion which we can ever try on our kid. In case if this fails, then we have to let this issue eat him up. So that's why I'm sitting here and requesting Ashish to share this and spread the awareness. So
Please share the other comment also, Divya, which went off. I was just sharing it.
and
Yes,
one more
and
thing, this
yeah,
is
please.
illegal. The reason is almost the entire world has blood cell registries except for UAE and Gulf countries. So there the laws are a little bit different, and they are only now they are contemplating and starting to have working on having their own registries. Okay.
So,
So
so yes, Gurmeet. Yes, Gurmeet. The idea is for us to, and it is a very simple process. The link is given even in the comment section. We will be sharing the link again right now. So it is something which can be done by us. The point here is that we find many reasons why we cannot help. We want to help, but we cannot. This is really something which is right there, and okay, that's a wonderful one. Sudha Chakravarti just spoke about it. Yes. Uh, yes, Sudha. Thank you so very much. And Sudha's noted, and thank you. Will do my part to create this awareness. As already am interested in the area. Yes, and not just Sudha. There is okay. We've got quite a few. So we are putting up the links on Facebook. We are putting up the links on on YouTube. You can just put it up also here once, and also possibly on LinkedIn. It's going to be there. Very very. This is for me an opportunity. For me, I look at each one of us want to have a fulfilled life, and there is that much that we can do for us. इतना कर सकते हैं अपने लिए है ना? Or it'll be great when we can add value to others and when we can truly say to others, Happy New Year. This is an opportunity for us to add value and to do it very, very simply. The links are right here. Sudha, you speak three languages other than English. Would you like to say something in Tamil, Telugu, possibly Hindi? And I would love to hear that. And people would. Okay, somebody said that I've already done the online registration on LinkedIn. Yes, and we don't see your name, my friend, because LinkedIn doesn't allow the names unless you allow it. So thank you so much for yes, and I'm going to be registering today itself. Yes, it's a yes. So would you like to share something in the different languages that you speak?
ஓகே. எல்லாருக்கும் நன்றி தெரிவிக்கிறேன். தயவு செய்து நீங்கள் ரெஜிஸ்டர் பண்ணுங்கள். என் குழந்த மாதிரி பல குழந்தைங்க இருக்கிறாங்க. இட்ஸ் நாட் ஜஸ்ட் நிதி. ஸோ நான் வந்து அவுட் பேஷண்ட் ரிவ்யூக்கு ஒன்ஸ் இன் 10 days இப்போ ஹாஸ்பிட்டல் போகிறேன். I see lot of kids like Niti. So blood disorder, metabolite disorder, there are various kinds of disorders. Any blood issue, the only savior is blood stem cell transfusion. அப்புறமா இது ஒரு வாட்டி டொனேட் பண்ணால் போதும். we are talking about live cells, stem cells. அதுவே வந்து ஆர்பிசி டபிள்யூபிசி எல்லாம் உற்பத்தி பண்ணும். ஸோ ஒரு வாட்டி டொனேட் பண்ணாலே போதும். And the probability of you being a match is very remote. It's such a very complex combination. So அதனால தான் we are appealing to the entire population to register so that you could be a life saving to the person. Okay, I even speak Telugu. So నా కొడుకుకి వచ్చి ఇది 3 years అప్పుడు మేము తెలుసుకున్నాం ఇది ఒక రేర్ డిసార్డర్ అని. మాకు ఏం చేయాలని తెలియలేదు. మాకు ఫుల్ మ్యాచ్ లేదండి. మీరు వరల్డ్లో ఎక్కడైనా ఉండొచ్చు, అయితే మీరు వచ్చి రిజిస్టర్ చెయ్యండి. ఎందుకంటే మనం వచ్చి గ్లోబలైజ్డ్ కంట్రీ. మీరు వచ్చి యుఎస్లో ఉండొచ్చు, లండన్లో ఉండొచ్చు, ఆస్ట్రేలియాలో ఉండొచ్చు, జర్మనీలో ఉండొచ్చు, ఎక్కడున్నా మీరు రిజిస్టర్ చేయొచ్చు. ఆ కంట్రీలో రిజిస్ట్రీ మీరు గూగుల్ చేసి మీరు రిజిస్టర్ చేస్తే చాలు. ఇండియాలో ఉంటేనూ పర్వాలేదు. ప్రొసీజర్ ఇస్ ద సేమ్. మీ ఇంటికి స్వాప్ కిట్ వస్తుంది, మళ్ళీ మీరు వచ్చి రిజిస్టర్ చేస్తే చాలా. ఇలాగని మీకు కాల్ వస్తుంది ఇన్ కేస్ ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ అ ఫుల్ మ్యాచ్ డోనర్. అండ్ బై ద వే మీరు ఎక్కడున్నా ఇట్ ఈస్ ఫ్రీ ఆఫ్ కాస్ట్. ద హెల్త్ చెకప్ చెప్తున్నారు కదా, దాని తర్వాత ఆ డొనేషన్ ప్రాసెస్ చెప్తున్నారు కదా, ఎవ్రీథింగ్ విల్ బీ కవర్డ్ బై ద రిజిస్ట్రీ త్రూ ద పేషెంట్. हैप्पी न्यू ईयर आप सबको. बहुत शुक्रिया आप ये कर रहे हैं. ये मेरे बेटा नीति के लिए भी नहीं, ये बहुत सारे बच्चे हैं मेरे बच्चे के लाइक माय सन. मेरा हिंदी तो उतना अच्छा नहीं है आशीष जी, पर मैं अच्छा. सो आप रजिस्टर किए, कर लीजिए. ये रजिस्ट्रेशन तो फ्री ऑफ कास्ट है और आप घर में बैठकर आप कर सकते हैं. और वे कोविड टेस्ट करना वो सब तो आप कुछ भी सोचने के जगह नहीं है, क्योंकि ये घर में बैठकर आप कर सकते हैं. और वो प्रोसीजर है ना, वो तो एक बार करना है, बस एक बार आप. और Okay, I'll tell it in English.
प्लीज डोंट
Because
आप
I
बोलिए.
hardly speak in Hindi, so
जी जी
my
बताइए,
Hindi
मैं
is
बोलता रहूंगा.
rusted. Okay. One thing, there are only 4,50,000 people registered as blood stem donors in India. When we compare it to our population, it is extremely small. That's the reason why we have a huge number of our Indian kids who usually keep waiting for a full match donor, and in case they don't get it, they die waiting. Okay,
Got it.
so there are many kids like that suffering in silence.
Got it.
Um,
तो
yes,
तो
when
आशा
let's
बोल
say,
रही है कि ये हम
yeah.
घर में बैठ के एक छोटे से प्रोसीजर से आप लोगों तक पहुंच सकते हैं. आई थिंक सम एको इज कमिंग ऑन फॉर सम रीजन. एनीवे, पर तो ये हम सबके लिए मौका है कि हम लोग इस नए साल में सचमुच लोगों में खुशियां बांट सके, सिर्फ अपने आसपास ही नहीं लेकिन अपने से बहुत दूर. न जाने कहाँ पर किसकी जिंदगी आपकी वजह से, मेरी वजह से बच सकती है, कितनी खुशहाली फैल सकती है. Sita Ratnakar is also asking, my dear friend Sita Ratnakar asking, what about people who have autoimmune problems like thyroid and diabetes? Can they be donors too?
They cannot.
No,
They
they cannot.
cannot, because
Yes.
once they donate their stem cells, it is their blood which would be flowing into the patient's body. Let's
Got it.
say,
Got it.
Sita, you are B positive, but Niti is like A positive. In case you turn out to be a full match donor and you donate your stem cells, he will become B positive. And he will also carry the same autoimmune issue which you have in his blood.
So,
So, but
so
how
many
you
of
can help
us.
is
Yes.
by spreading the awareness.
Yes. So wonderful. So as we are looking at, there are so many of us who can do it. So what I'm suggesting is that हम लोग ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा नंबर में हम लोग let's offer our एक स्वॉब करके हम भेजें, उसको रजिस्टर करें. सबसे पहले आसान तरीके से रजिस्टर एंड टू रीच आउट. Let this truly be an amazing new year for a lot of people. Asha, I am grateful for you having come on and sharing your thoughts here. I'm also grateful to Shakti for having putting me through to you, Asha. I appreciate the effort that is being put up by Divya for making sure that we are here today on this Sunday morning, sharing this. Let's spread the good word, dear friends. ये वाला video, share it with more people. Let more people know that it is possible for each one of us to save lives, not just have spreading smiles, but saving lives. You and I, we may not be owning a medicine making factory or pharmaceutical company, but you and I do have something within us which can save someone's lives. So let's step out. हम लोग कुछ खास करते हैं. चलिए इस नए साल 2021 कुछ खास करते हैं आपके लिए, अपने लिए. Let's do something special this 2021. Let's register and let's save lives. Thank you. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Asha.
Thank you, Ashish, sir, and thank you, everyone. Please spread the awareness. Location does not matter, and age does not matter, gender does not matter. And you can also speak with your company's HR. DKMS BMST can do a webinar for 40 to 45 minutes, and in case if there are any myths or questions, they will be able to answer that. And just because someone attends the webinar doesn't mean that they have to register. It's their choice. It has to come from their heart. So we can only request them, please go through the details. In case if you have any questions, you can contact me via Instagram, or you can WhatsApp me in that contact number shared by Ashish ji. So thank you very much. Thank you, Ashish sir. And wish you all a very happy new year 2021.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's do the right thing.
Thank you.
Namaskar. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much, everybody. This is an opportunity for us to really spread the cheer. 2021 is going to be an exciting one, dear friends. Yes, it is going to be an exciting one because we will be taking actions that really inspire us. Today is just the beginning. Today is January 3rd. It's a Sunday, and it's 11:30, and we have got an opening for action. A whole lot of us want to do something amazing with our lives. I think today Asha has given us the hope that you and I can really say that, you know what, apart from everything that we do each day, we also save lives. Thank you for taking the initiative. Thank you for being on this conversation, and really will be grateful if you share this conversation. Share, share, share. Let us spread this word all around the world. This thing is going to impact everyone. Appreciate it. Thank you, Asha.
Thank you, Ashish.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Thank
Thank
you,
you so
dear.
much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Al Shukran, Bandhu. Al Shukran, Zindagi. Let's make the most of this opportunity.